know, you look at, when you hear steel drums, the first thing you think about is sitting on a beach, holding a pina colada, lounging off in a chair with your hat on, and there's no bills, no worries, man.
No worries for us. But simple as it looks, steel pan is a complicated instrument that creates a distinct note-bending sound and an unmistakable island symphony. In fact, the steel pan sound is so unique, scientists say there is no way to replicate it.
Steel bands is a novelty in itself. The acoustic values of the pan cannot be duplicated, not even electronically, and they're trying to do that.
The steel band movement, a lot of guys die for this, a lot of bloodshed. If you listen to the classical festival, it said out of blood, sweat and tears came steel band. And a lot of blood did spill for steel band. And the rhythm of a people, the heartbeat of a people, the heartbeat of a nation, expressing themselves in music and the drums.
Once illegal, today steel pan takes its place as the national instrument of Trinidad and Tobago. And Pan Paradise, founded by Ernest Mitchell's nephew Dexter Browne, has taken its place as South Florida's premier steel band.
My first recollection of the steel pan is being as a little lad in Trinidad when they were actually preparing for a carnival or panorama, you would call it. They would be from either morning all the way to in the middle of the night, and they would be practicing.
I have taught many people, maybe thousands, over my lifetime. But Dexter was special.
When you actually look at them and you look at the skill level that they're on, it's extremely high.
Steel pan music has Spanish and African roots. Today, Pan Paradise plays everything from traditional calypso to gospel. But it all starts with creating and tuning the drums.
This is called a soprano pan, right? This is what do the lead part, which is called carries the melody, the harmonies. This is called the alto pan. You know, and what this do is either it accompany the music. This is called a bass drum. Why is it called a bass drum? Because it carries a lower pitch, lower frequency. This is the outside. Why we have it this length? Because this is called the amplifier cymbal. This is a 6 bass.
I think, you know, call them legends of the instrument. They have been doing this for many years. Anthony has been a tuner for many years in Trinidad and in the Virgin Islands. Ernest has been, to me, someone as a mentor, a dad with the instrument.
In arranging for a steel band, you do not apply music in the traditional fashion. In one note, musically speaking, if I say, okay, give me a C note, you'll get every note of the scale in that one C note.
Yes, the musical theory behind steel pan is quite mysterious, just like the names of the songs. For instance,
Old lady run a mile and she tillerly. Now, tailorly was a fabric. It was like denim. It was like fatigues. The tailor were like that. It seems to be an indestructible type of material. And my mother used to make my clothes from that. I wore shirts, pants, cap, and my book bag was made from tailorly. So when they look at me, they see a tailorly man. You know. It's an old French Creole word. What it really means, I do not know this time. But they say that the old lady, she ran a mile and a half and she tailorly. So they came up with some names there. Sometimes you wonder where this name came from.
I think Matilda is a beautiful song for us when it relates to steel pan. A song whether it's 50 years old or whether it's 1 year old, 1 day old, that people can still relate to it because of the melody, the song, the tune that goes with it. We began to play here in South Florida in the churches in '82. At that time, steel pan was not being played in Florida in the churches. Lord, I lift your name on high. What a wonderful song, because with my steel band at my church, no matter where we go, that will be the first song I play. On the Harry Belafonte, we do the Island in the Sun. Just the words, the name of it, Island in the Sun, makes you already want to go book a ticket to the Caribbean. And when you hit with steel drums, you know, the first thing you're saying, where's my travel agent?
Dexter is now teaching the youngest generation.
The guys enjoy just playing the instrument. You know, we will go somewhere and we'll play, and the event will be over with, and we'll still be playing. We're playing as people are leaving because we enjoy what we do.